You know, in many ways, the future of these two programs are decided in this one in Morgantown today.
And again, a rematch as Andrick defeated Willochell 6-4 earlier this year. An Andrick victory here would wrap it up for West Virginia. Back-to-back home victories over ranked opponents. If Gunnar Andrick can come up big once again. Andrick, a winner over Carter Schmidt of Oklahoma last week. Andrick's been on quite a roll. 3 straight wins. Huge victory over a ranked wrestler at Cal Baptist January 11th. Won his match against Pitt, and then the win against Oklahoma last Sunday here at Hope Coliseum. Andrick trying to deliver another victory for the Mountaineers. Scoreless through the first 110.
Willochell down to a knee. Gunnar posting on the head, just getting the movement there. Beautiful slide by there by Willochell. Trying to cover. Gunnar reaches back, and Willochell a quick return. Willochell goes right to that cross-body ride that Wyoming's been working all day. This time he's reaching through almost for a spladle, but it's more towards just getting Gunnar based out. Now he loses it, but that cross-body ride's still there. Gunnar does a nice job hipping down there, and look at that, posting on that ankle. He doesn't have control of it, but the post of it allows him to then get under control of it, and there you see he puts that right arm under it. He's going to try and pressure in and elevate that. Willochell still behind that other, yeah, he has that bulldog in on that right leg of Andrick, and that just allows him to continually stay in position, but Gunnar circles out of it into a sweep of his own. Willochell goes for a Jonesy, but Gunnar kicks out of it and covers.
So you've got the escape point and the reversal, and suddenly Andrick in command here. With a 3-2 lead, he's working from the top with 18 seconds left in the period.
Well, we can't give up a quick escape here at the end. Like we were talking about in past matches, he does a good job working them out, but he gets the stall call.
That's a veteran move from a true freshman, and we talked to Coach Tim Flynn earlier this week about how this guy acts like a veteran.
So right, like I was saying, it was that bulldog that was allowing him to stay in that position. So what's Gunnar do? He knee slides and does a quick little switch and pressures into that side. There's Willochell reaching back, looking to catch that head. A dangerous wrestler, just like his older brother.
Great job, though, by Andrick to roll through there and stay on top. So Andrick will select bottom for period number 2. Andrick, the way he conducts himself in the practice room, in the classroom, away from the mat. Wouldn't believe it that he's a true freshman. The way the coaching staff describes him, it sounds like they're talking about a 4th or a 5th year guy.
It is. It's this same type of guy that, you know, Coach Flynn has been able to get with Peyton Hall and Ian Bush. And there's that same exact position where Gunnar throws that in and circles in, hips in quick. Willochell just trying to stay tough, and he rolls through and gets the height position of his own, but Gunnar still has pressure to give, and he does. He drives right up in. It's a reversal of his own, and Willochell gets the escape. Tied at 4.
Minute 15 left in the second period. Two of the top young wrestlers in the Big 12 Conference with the match on the line. West Virginia leading 18-15. Final minute here in the second. Andrick trying to seal it for West Virginia. What's been a thrilling dual meet here this afternoon in Morgantown. Down to 15 seconds on the clock. The final 5. And we will head to the third period, tied at 4.
Look at this. Willochell just rolls through. Gunner able to just use that left leg there, get that right leg out, then pressure back in. Willochell immediately right up and out. But just the flurries and the scrambles from these two. Like you had just said, Kyle, even just watching them, it's not like you're watching two freshmen. These are two high-level guys. Willochell tried to kind of get that hip up there and hip over Gunner. Couldn't get it. Gunner's got this arm stuck, and look at how flexible he is out of that position.
A lot of torque on that left shoulder of Willochell.
Rubber band man going out of bounds there.
The whistle came 16 seconds into the third. Ride time not a factor at this point. Willochell will try and get up, get out, take the lead. Andrick rides him back down.
Oh, he's got that tilt. Almost exposed the back for a little bit there, but this wrestling here on the edge. It's gonna be tough to get a turn out of this. And you have to get a tough ride for the rest of this period for you to be able to get the riding time point. Gunner tries to work him back in. Willochell fights that wrist out, back to a base.
Andrick keeping that right foot in bounds, trying to pull him back, and the whistle comes with 1:03 left.
Once again, the West Virginia bench calling for a stalling, because right there on that situation, there's still room to wrestle, but it was Willochell circling out. But I mean, the rules for the stalling on the edge there is different for when you're wrestling on top and bottom than what it is on your feet. And of course, it's all up to the official's opinion.
Andrick trying to bring him back down.
In position for that tilt. Willochell reaching back. Like I said, trying to either catch that head, even if he grabs on that far shoulder and gets a little bit of a hip whip over. Still, like I said, just dangerous from that bottom position. As soon as he's getting up to his feet, he's not just working those hips out. He's actually putting himself back into you, ready to throw, trip, just catch you up. It's a tall, lanky wrestler. Gunner can't quite get the swipes on that. Now Willochell is going to that ankle, trying to separate himself out. Gunner's just got to try and hang on here and get into a scramble. He's got the ankle, but Willochell is going to try and hook and cover. Oh, nice defense there by Gunner, able to stay up. What a scramble from these two.
Still going. Andrick's got the ride time point. He's spent 1:50, and there's the whistle.
I mean,
8 seconds left. This would be incredible if Gunner Andrick can stay on top for this entire third period.
Look at this. They say height wins. I think height changed about 10 times in this flurry. Look at that. Going right to the ankles, trying to attack. Roll through. They're trying to get those hips out. Willochell immediately at 2 at 3. 2.
And Gunner Andrick pulls it off.
What a ride. We saw him do the exact same thing against Oklahoma State to get the point. It's the exact same way he won against Oklahoma. The gutsy top riding.
You hear the explanation right there. Gunner Andrick rides out Luke Willochell the entire third period, wins 5-4 on the escape point, and it seals up a 21-15 victory for the Mountaineers.